Okay, so if you didn't know something about Emily, because, actually, I didn't even know this about Emily until about 30 minutes ago. She is basically like a child voice actor, like ventriloquist, like she.
Oh, I can't do ventriloquism. That would be impressive.
No, but yeah, true. That's wrong. I take that back. But this bitch, let me tell you. I think as a side hustle, listen to raising her rent, it's gonna be a whole thing.
I'm kind of down bad on some money right now.
Yeah, I think as a little side hustle, it would be very beneficial for you to start doing some voiceovers.
Okay, so voice acting.
Yeah, and I think that you should give the people a nice warm welcome in your child little when I say child, I mean 5-year-old little girl voice. Welcome them back to the podcast. Let them know how you're thinking and feeling right now.
Okay.
A warm welcome.
Okay, give me a second.
Okay. I need to grab a pillow. My back.
Hi guys, welcome back to Society 97. My name's Emily, and today I will be the co-host of your show. I'm a 6-year-old girl, and I love unicorns. My co-host today is Kellen. She's my babysitter. She's 25, and she's a sales rep for a battery company. Say hi, Kellen.
Bro!
We bought shrooms earlier this week, and we're going to be doing them later. I can't wait.
Yay!
Can you say shrooms?
She went off script. I'm going to say it. Have sex with a Scorpio.
I could glute bridge your dad.
I'm naked. Hold on. We will be flicking the beans to that.
But she's tatted and I take meth. Is somebody in your house right now?
But you know what? Fuck your ass.
Yeah, I had sex last night.
You can make your own money. You can literally have your own job of your dreams. You can own your own house. You can own your own car. You can pay all your fucking own bills. So what is that man? That man is sex and a best friend, and that's it.
I heard nothing but the truth.
No, she went rogue, bitches. If you're my mom, we did not buy shrooms. Shroom jerky. We bought mushroom jerky.
It's vegan.
It's vegan. It's healthy. It's all natural. It's from the ground.
Yeah,
it smells like dirt.
It's from actual poop.
Yeah.
Grown in poop.
If you're my mom,
and if you're my mom, I'll bring some for you.
Or if you're my employer, do not drug test me. I don't got the time.
Hey, that won't show up on a drug test, sweetie. That's all natural.
Well, good, because they don't test for THC, so I feel like they shouldn't test for that.
Yeah.
And
I don't think you can.
I mean, I'm going out in a week anyway. I have literally 1 week of work.
Yeah.
So, I think...
You should probably be more concerned about the hydrocodones that they could test you for.
Well, I think that they're going to end up testing me for those anyway.
I'm
I definitely
kidding.
can't come back to work on hydrocodone. But I think that... Yeah, I have to get drug tested before I go back to work. Which, speaking of, since we're already here...
Yeah.
This is a crazy weekend, crazy week. Emily and I are batching a ton of content. So sorry.
Yeah, we're prepping for the end of the world.
Yes, because the world is ending. And we just want to make
Kellen's
sure.
world is ending.
And we just want to make sure that you guys can still have content of the both of us.
Yeah.
No, but for real, next week, I will, at this point, this comes out Thursday. So on Tuesday, I'm having surgery on my shoulder. And Emily and I still want to make sure that we had all the content prepped and ready to go for everybody, and that also you weren't solo for a bunch of shit, and that I had time to edit shit too and get it out. So it's a weekend.
Yeah.
Let me just say. So this is going to be, I don't want to say a filler episode, but this is just us ranting.
Yeah.
Just talking and just gonna have a good time, and then the next episode, the next 2 weeks will be a 2-part episode.
Mm-hmm.
We had polls up this past weekend, and we were kind of answering a bunch of stuff that you guys asked for. So,
yeah,
it's going to be fun. But yeah, so I'm getting, I can't say this together. It's like a tongue twister.
She said soldier. Soldier surgery.
Shoulder surgery.
Sally sold seashells by the seashore.
Yes. So it could be, it's a crazy thing. It could either be not super bad. But
They
then-
don't really know what they're like working with until they like open her up, basically.
Yes. So they know that there's a problem and we can fix that. But there is like 80% possibility it's worse than what they're thinking.
Yeah.
Is what my doctors told me.
Nice.
So the best part is this past week, I haven't stopped going to the gym, and that's probably a problem. Like, I probably should stop going to the gym. I should probably be completely like rehabbing and resting. But
let that shit deflame for a bit.
but let me tell you something about me. I ain't gonna listen.
Something about Kellen is she's a rule breaker, everybody.
I am a rebel. I'm a badass, if you will. And I'm not gonna.
She doesn't follow the rules.
I'm a breaker, okay? A rule breaker. And
I'm a break dancer.
you are a break dancer. Me, I'm not. I'm just a rule breaker. No, but really, I just like can't not go to the gym, and I've not been doing anything on that arm. Like no weights, nothing. Like honestly, we've been really good and like give different movements, all that kind of stuff. The craziest thing is we do these things called alley runs, and as we were on this alley run, not my therapist, my surgeon walks out of therapy. And she sees me.
There's a therapist's office right across the street from her gym.
Yes. And
Preface that.
And yeah, we share the same parking lot as a gym. So like she's like, I'm running, and she looks back at me and does like a double take, and she just put her head down and was like,
But you know what she was thinking? She goes, I'm not gonna say nothing if you don't say nothing.
Exactly. I'm not gonna say nothing
Because we both saw something we weren't meant to see.
No, 100%. And I've seen her there before.
Yeah.
She's seen me there before. But like, also, I think she's like, bitch, I just saw you, and we just said that you're having surgery. Like, why are you working out?
This.
And I'm like, I want a little run.
Sorry. I mean, you could be doing a lot worse. You could be doing like, I don't know, crack. At least you're not doing crack.
I mean, like, there's worse things in this world that I
Yeah.
could be doing. But to my surgeon, that might be one of the worst things I could be doing.
True.
Like, that probably is the equivalent of crack in her world.
Yeah. Yeah. But you could be doing that and crack, and that would be double fuck for her.
Yeah, 100%.
So at least you're not doing that.
Yeah, I only have one problem.
Yeah.
And like, she literally looked at me and she's like, that like you got to stop working out. I was like, I will do that once the surgery happens.
Yeah, and also it's like I'm just giving you a challenge because I don't want you to I want you to get the most out of your day.
But also for me, it's like if you have to go in there regardless,
Yeah, might as well go when it's like the worst.
Like
Might as well.
What-
You're paying the same either way.
like it's still gonna have to happen whether I stop working out or not. So I might as well keep my mental up to par until it's gonna crash and burn once I'm sitting here doing absolutely nothing for weeks. So.
Yeah. What are you like? So the thing about Kellen is, and we've kind of joked about this a lot, but she doesn't watch movies or honestly like TV really.
Honestly,
like
anything.
the only shows that she ever really watches that are like reality TV, and we're gonna kind of talk about that later. But she was the other day we were talking, and she's like, dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm be so bored. Like my mom's gonna be here, and like I don't know what we can do together, and like all this stuff. And I was like, what about just like watch movies like a normal fucking person? And she's like, you know what? That literally never once crossed my mind because I hate movies. But it's just so funny because to anybody else who is like in this predicament, you're like, man, I'm gonna be stuck in bed all day. I'm gonna be in front of a TV all day. What do? I don't know. I literally don't know. And it's like, you literally are in front of a TV with movies and like television shows. And you're like, I don't want to watch that.
I don't want any. I'm like, that sounds like literal hell. Like, no. Like, I watch YouTube all the time. I'm all caught up on Love Island, UK, US. I'm caught up. What is there to live for?
Yeah. That's just where we're different, my friend.
Yeah, and like, I guess.
Have you ever played like Sudoku?
No, I think
you could be doing
I'd
some
be kind of bad at it.
I don't really understand it. I've never like tried to learn it,
You
but I'm
can't
thinking
have the
of like
same number and the same square and the same row and the same column.
oh.
I do know that. I know those are the rules.
Maybe you could get into Words with Friends.
Do you want to be my friend?
I can't spell for shit.
So no.
You could play my mom. She's really good.
Well, I'm shit.
Oh, well, she'd kick your ass.
I think that we'd be better pairing.
Yeah. We'd be on a more even playing field.
You can play my mom.
No, Kareth would take you to fucking church on Words with Friends.
Honestly, I might just take her up on it because I'm going to be that bored.
At least you might learn some new words.
Yeah, so this is the thing. I don't, like, it's not that I don't have hobbies, but like we are so busy that like hobbies aren't like necessarily.
Well, and also like the way that me and you veg are very different. Like
Yes.
you veg, like you like watch YouTube, you'll like catch up on TikToks, you'll like it more like micro celebrity gossip type things. The way I veg is like I love movies or TV shows or like art or whatever. So it's just like your definition of like, you know, no brain power is totally different than mine.
Yes.
So it's like, that's why every time I see this new movie, I'm like, oh, I want to talk to Kellen about this. I'm like, she literally doesn't watch movies. We have nothing to talk about in this movie. And I'll like explain it. She's like, cool. And I'm like, okay, fuck me.
I love it. I love it. So, but this is the crazy part. So to, you know, in my head, I'm like been trying to think of like stuff. Like my mom is coming down here for 2 weeks. Like bless her heart. Like she's taking off work. She's gonna come take care of me. I'm gonna need it, to be honest. And like today, she just asked me if she wanted her to paint my kitchen cabinets, which I've been wanting done since I moved into this place.
That is the nicest offering ever. Like,
and I was like,
hey, do you want me to come do like take care of you and then also like do manual labor for free?
But the thing is, she loves it. Like she loves to paint. And like I thought about asking her, but I was like, no, because I'm already like asking her to do a lot. Like asking her to paint my house then too is like a little like okay,
excessive.
Relax. But she was like, I'll bring my painting clothing, like if you want. And I was like, okay. So I'm thinking like I've been trying to think of like things because the first couple of days I'm gonna be cracked out, you know. So like she's gonna have to do something on her own.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be the entertainment.
Yeah, you're
I'm
just
thinking
sleeping.
like the next week I'll be a little bit more like alive, and like we have physical therapy to go to and stuff. We got stuff going on. But then I was like, you know, maybe we go for some walks because I could probably do like a light walk, you know. And she loves a good walk. And then
all moms love a good walk.
Oh, she loves.
I've started loving good walks as well.
She loves a good walk.
I'm just turning into my mother. Honestly.
There's nothing about a walk my mom doesn't like. It could be raining and she's like, I'm going for a walk.
Same.
She loves it. But then this is where it gets funny. So there's a thing in Nashville. They have adult movie nights outside at like an amphitheater.
Oh yeah.
And they have like
it's like over in Germantown.
There's a couple of different places, but this one is specifically the one by like the walking bridge. By like Nissan Stadium. And then there's on the other side.
I was thinking of the movies in the park that they do at that little amphitheater.
So they do one there and then they do another one. And I saw an ad for this. And they have like food trucks that come and like there's alcohol and like you just like hang out and like sit down like on the lawn.
Yeah,
and,
it's great because it's like 21 and up.
Yes. So my plan is to go to this amphitheater and watch a movie with my mom at night. And the movie that they're playing is Gone Girl. And I actually do really like Gone Girl. But I think this is like a full like circle is that I want to go watch a movie with my mom.
Right. And it's like I couldn't pay her to watch a movie with me.
No.
Actually, you did watch Zoolander with me one time.
Yes, I did. But the thing is, like, we just like different things.
Yeah.
In movies, and I think that's the other part of it. Like, we talked about this today. Like, you don't like rom-coms.
Yeah.
I love a good rom-com because
I
it's
like
just
them like
predictable.
once in a blue moon. But in terms of like my movie of choice is 100% not that.
Well, if you want to come see Gone Girl with us at the park, you're more than welcome to come. It might be like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to watch a movie with
You're
me.
like, take it while you can.
Yeah, like, take it or leave it. Honestly, maybe I should get into like going to the movies with you during this time of leisure activities.
Yeah. They actually like in October they do that at the one by me and they do like horror movie series at the movies at the park one.
I'm not really into horror.
Well, it's like classic, so it's like the Friday the 13th, like the Jason. So it's like 1980s, like cheesy.
Like Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. They'll play like Hocus Pocus and like Halloween Town and like stuff like that.
I might be here for one of those. But like, yeah, maybe I need to just get over a fear during this time, and maybe that's what I need to focus on.
And also like the outdoor movies are, it's not that like, because I think a big thing with you in movie theaters is like that feeling of like you're closed in, you can't really see anything, but when you're outside it's like there can't really be a fire in the movie theater.
Exactly.
You can just kind of run away.
I think that's why it's okay. And like, yeah, because also one of my biggest fears in life is being stolen. Okay, that is like one of my things in my
I
life.
feel like that's probably more likely at an outdoor movie theater than an indoor one.
You're right, because I've almost been stolen outside
Same.
before. So like
a couple of times.
So maybe my thought process isn't correct, but it just feels better.
Yeah. It's more of like the feeling.
Something about it just feels a little bit better. I don't think with my mom. Who's gonna
Yeah.
try to see me with my mom? But I'm gonna have one arm.
Yeah, you're kind of an easy target. Not gonna
But
lie.
no, I'm thinking maybe since it'll be into October and I still have to do leisure activity, maybe we can take a trip to
Don't promise me a good time.
maybe we can take a trip to the movie theater, and I just want movie theater popcorn.
Oh my god.
I'm not promising much.
You are speaking my language right now. I'm getting turned on, okay?
All I'm
Like,
saying is I need to I am just
it would be the best birthday present ever.
I'm just a little scared that I'm not gonna have a lot to do and I'm gonna be really bored and
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Well, I'm
go
the queen of
crazy.
hobbies, so if you ever need like a suggestion of like some random shit that you want to try, I probably have the tools for it at my apartment.
But the thing is, it has to be one armed.
yeah.
So I can't do
Hmm.
that's the other part of this.
Because I was like, puzzles are really good when you're bored.
Well, I could do that one armed.
Yeah, you should do that.
Oh,
My mom is great at puzzles.
Should I get a puzzle?
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
You can get them for cheap too.
Amazon?
Yeah, or like literally go to Target. They have them for like $3. You can get like 100 or like a 800 piece puzzle.
Okay. I think that might be the move. Maybe Five Below.
We saw them there at Five Below the other day.
Damn, we gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's enough about my surgery. But I'm gonna be real. I'm a little nervous. I'm excited all at the same time. I don't know.
Excited because like you've been dealing with this pain for so long.
Since
So like once
February.
it's like fully healed, it's gonna be like a weight lifted off.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's gonna be one of the best decisions I'll ever make in the end.
Yeah.
But
during
up
it's just gonna be
front,
hard.
I just know I'm gonna be extremely emotional. I know that I'm gonna be in a lot of pain. I know that it's gonna be a lot.
Mhm.
And I'm also, I know this is super vain, but I'm really nervous for the scarring that's gonna happen.
Mhm.
I know a lot of people over time, I have a friend here who had this same procedure done. And you can't see her scars anymore, but it's been a couple of years.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I'm just a little nervous for that.
Derma.
Is it-
That's the scar cream. It works really good if you use it super consistency. And like bio oil also
Okay.
works good for scars.
Okay. I'm just nervous for that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just I'm just scared because I'm a very active person and the way we live our life. And I'm
Mhm.
well, that's gonna come to a halt. And am I gonna see my friends? And,
Right.
whatever. So it's just a whole thing. I have a lot of emotions, but it's gonna be okay. It'll be fine. But yes,
Yeah.
that will be on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So it'll be the following Tuesday of this episode coming out. So it's not this upcoming week for us right now. It's
No.
the next. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I was like, damn, that's in 3 days.
No, my mom would already be here.
Yeah.
Honey. No.
Okay.
But anyway, okay, so moving on. Sorry that took so long to talk about that, but this is about me. So
It's always about you, honey.
I'm a Leo. So go ahead.
So I guess I wanted to talk a little bit about this Netflix show called Dated and Related. And I started it yesterday with you, or did I watch an episode before you got there?
I think that you saw the trailer before I got
yeah, and
there.
I never
because-
fully started it.
Yeah, because you were like, hey, I saw the show. And then when we started it, it started from the beginning. So
Yeah.
I think that you...
So I'm perusing on Netflix, and I like reality TV as background stuff. So if I'm getting ready or I'm just want to be on my phone, but I don't ever really watch it. So I was looking through Netflix and I see this Dated and Related, and first of all, my first impression was, oh my god, these siblings are dating each other. I was like, wait. I was like, what in the Alabama? I was like, what the fuck? And I started watching, and it's basically the premise of the show is siblings go on the show with one another and play each other's wingmen in order to find their ideal match in somebody else who also comes on the show with their sibling. And then the winner wins $100,000. And at first they make it seem like the sibling pair wins $100,000. But in the middle of the show, they're like, psych, it's actually the winning couple. So one of the siblings is going to make no money and the other one will get 50 grand. And so they kind of screwed them over in the middle of it. But probably one of the worst dating shows I've ever watched on reality TV.
Okay, something about me. I love reality TV.
Mhm.
That is my, that is
And
my jam.
reality TV challenge shows like this.
Oh, I love it.
yeah.
Love Island. There is not one season of Love Island across any country that I have not seen. Okay,
Mhm.
and I know every character, everything that's happened. You could go oh, Love Island UK season 3.
Yeah.
I know who wins.
Mm.
I know the whole plot. I know it all.
Yeah. You're like
Season
a
5.
bachelor
I
girly,
got
but
you.
for Love Island.
Yes, love it. So when you brought this up, I was like, today's my lucky day
Mhm.
because this bitch don't ever want to watch reality TV. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like movies, it's like the whole thing,
Totally.
So I was excited. But let me tell you, as a girl who loves shit like this, it was weird. Like we sat there and talked about it. Like, you have a brother. If you went on there with your brother,
Yeah, because
weird as
that
fuck.
was the thing. Also, you guys, the way these people sleep, so they sleep in one whole. You didn't even get to the worst part. They push the beds together and turn it into one bed, and they have to decide if they want to switch and sleep with somebody else or keep sleeping with their sibling in the same bed.
Oh, so they turned the trundle bed into the queen.
Yes, and they still sleep with their sibling like that.
That's why they were oddly close.
Yes. So first of all, they sleep in a big room, like typical reality TV, like Big Brother, like Too Hot to Handle, like whatever. It's just a big room with a bunch of beds. But they put the siblings in like a trundle bed. So it's like one person sleeps on one person sleeps on the other. And then in the middle of the show, they move the beds together and then give people the opportunity if they want to go swap and sleep with like their partner. But if one person moves, somebody else, it has to be a chain reaction because you cannot have just one person sleeping in one bed. There has to be two people in the bed at the time. So it's really fucking weird because my whole time, all I'm thinking is like, me and my younger brother, I feel like sharing a bed with your sibling is already like annoying.
At, like 25.
Right. Because also like, it's just a weird, like the whole premise of the show is so weird because it's like your little sister is like making out with some random guy right next to you as you're like sleeping in the same room as them.
See, okay, so and then I have a sister, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think if I went with my sister, it wouldn't be as weird as you going with your brother, correct? But it's like, the thing is, when they go on dates and they do stuff in the show, they go as a pairing, like a sibling pairing.
They go on double dates with
other siblings.
people.
So like the thing is, the first one I think that they kind of really show and they go on in the show is a sister and a brother and then two brothers.
Yes.
And they're all straight.
Yeah.
So now the one brother from the other pairing and the sister are vibing, and now the other two brothers are just like awkwardly sitting
Like
there and
throwing it out.
And
yeah.
he just, like they both have to just like watch them flirt, and it's like fucking weird as shit.
So weird. Like the
not good.
show, I think it would have been perfect if they would have done all twins or all like same sex siblings.
Mm-hmm.
And so everybody had an even pair, because then at one point in the show, there's like 3-to-1 guy-girl ratio. But like, obviously you can't couple up when it's like that. So then at one point, the girl has to like vote somebody off of the show. So then these two people end up leaving, but their siblings are still on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, it didn't make sense. It wasn't planned out well. It was like they were running out of ideas and just needed some like catchy ass like catchphrase. So they were like dated and related as clickbait, because my ass, I was like, this sounds like a brother fucking TV show. So I clicked
weird.
on it.
And like even the host was terrible. She was from Too Hot to Handle.
Yeah, it was Melinda from Too Hot to Handle.
And she just like, it was uncomfortable. The whole show is uncomfortable. Honestly, it's a flop.
I feel like it's going to be one of those shows that we like look back on in like 10 years and we're like, remember that weird show that only had, because this is not getting a second season. There's no way. And was like, remember that like weird reality TV show on Netflix about the siblings that like went on this dating show together, and we're gonna be like, nah, that wasn't real. And then people will find clips and be like, what the fuck?
Yes.
Like that bridalplasty.
No, it's gonna be like a Cody Co. He's gonna like pull this shit up, and then he's gonna like
a reaction video.
He's gonna do a react to this video. Probably, honestly, soon.
It was so weird
Mm-hmm.
and bad. But yeah, I don't know if anybody else has watched that, but I watched the whole thing because it's also one of those shows where it's like, once you start, you can't stop.
Really stop. Yeah, you're kind of like in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of like watching things, I'm not a person that can sit down and like watch things for like ample amount of time. Like,
yeah.
And that's the thing. That's what's crazy.
You got the attention span of a baby, and that's okay.
That's what's crazy though, is that I love Love Island and I know everything that happens in it.
Right.
And most people wouldn't, like, it's just a weird thing. The thing about Love Island though,
I think you just like easy things to digest.
I do. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't like to. When I sit down,
you don't want to like think about
be
it.
done. I want it to just be like, like honestly, kind of like mind numbing. Like it's just dumb. I don't want to think about things, and that's what I kind of like about it. Love Island is so slow that you could go away, you could take a massive shit for 20 minutes, come back, and nothing else changed. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
and they're like, "Do you fancy me?"
The show must go on.
Yeah, I think you're kind of hot. Yeah.
Well,
And like I feel like
it would be fit. It wouldn't.
Oh yeah,
say
fit,
hot.
fit. That's
You're
what they.
fit.
That's what they said in this show too.
Mhm.
But it was weird because it was.
Well, it's because they were trying to take it from.
Well, there was just a lot of British
Yeah.
people on the show. I think that's just common when they talk.
True.
But it was like this show was like every people from all over the world, so it would be like Americans, and they didn't understand that it was a compliment. And like the guy was like, "You look so fit today," and she was like, thought it was like about your body, like physically fit, and she was like, "What?" And then he was like, "I don't know why I called her fit," and she didn't even take the compliment. And I was like, "Bro, she didn't understand what you were saying. She thought you meant like she looked like muscular."
Right, but it's okay. So if people like, you're not on your Love Island slang, that's gonna be kind of hard.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the whole point of this is me saying, I don't really like watching things that are more than like a 15-minute vlog. Okay, I literally live for YouTube because I love vlogs and whatever. So the other day, Logan Paul, he doesn't really post on YouTube anymore, but he posted this thing. It's called 99 Originals, and it's a 40-minute, like almost like documentary that he posted. But it's also filmed like vlog style. So I think that's also why it caught my attention and like kept me interested.
Yeah.
When I tell you for 40 minutes, I did not touch my phone.
You were captivated.
I was like, it was so good. And like, okay, so the whole purpose of this is it is an NFT project. And I know, NFTs, blah. I hate them
How
too.
old was this filmed? Like how, like over what the course
year.
of time? Oh, so this was like pre the crash of all of
Yes,
crypto?
so his idea started before the crash.
Gotcha.
But then he sold these once it crashed. And you can like see the difference in like ETH
how
and shit
much
or whatever.
he like could have made versus what he did make.
But the thing is, like, he still made a shit ton of money, even during the crash of it. So basically, he went around the world, and like he was like, I just want to capture things that like my eye can see and that are like that's just like absolutely beautiful and like amazing, and I want people like to see it and cherish it and whatever. So he picked 99 Polaroid pictures. Everything he did was through a Polaroid. Completely insane. Like the things that he ended up doing, the tricks that he learned with Polaroids, like all this shit, it's so interesting. And the whole point of it's like you buy the NFT, but then you also got the original
oh, cool.
like you got
like
sent the original
film from
yes,
it. Nice.
exactly. But the whole time, like it's just so interesting. He has a story for everything that he was doing. Like he had so many people involved. They traveled the world. It sounds so like boring up front to be like, why would I want to watch some dude like build an NFT project?
Yeah.
But it is one of the most interesting documentaries, and I know nothing about NFTs.
But also it's like the most like meta thing ever. Like if you think about it, it's like it's something that like it's such like a buzzword and everybody talks about, but actually like learning the process of it is so like meta because you're like actually like you're 3 levels past where you should be because you know all the behind the scenes stuff. So it's like one of those things that you're like, it's like mind blowing.
And like what's also crazy is that people are paying like $36,000
For a Polaroid picture.
Polaroid picture.
Right. That they could have Google searched like something similar.
Like
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. I don't know. I would definitely check it out if you like enjoy documentaries and like you just kind of want to learn about something. 99 Originals. I thought it was really good. And again, I hate long like videos of anything.
Yeah.
But it was just so interesting. So definitely recommend that. But those are those are two things like we watched within this past week that we were just like, meh.
Yeah. I honestly like I did watch that new Kevin Hart movie on Netflix. I can't even it's him and Mark Wahlberg. It was honestly pretty funny.
I didn't watch it.
Basically the premise is like he's like a dad and his like best friend like growing up is like this kind of like stereotypical like douchebag party guy, and he ends up being like the stay-at-home dad who like takes a chance and like goes to his friend's party. It's really fucking funny, and I don't really find Kevin Hart that funny, but like it was a great movie. I can't think of what it's called.
Well, maybe I'll have to add it to my list for
Honestly,
movies to watch.
Honestly, I think you would like it. Let me look it up really quick. So I just looked up this movie that I'm talking about, and this is why I think like it's so funny the way movies work, because I'm like sitting here, I'm like, yeah, it's a pretty funny movie. I liked it. I Google search. It has a 8% on Rotten Tomatoes.
But honestly,
it's called Me Time.
I feel like the better score that's on Rotten Tomatoes, the worse the movie is.
Sometimes, for sure, because it's more of like from like a snobby critic perspective, but even
Yes.
the audience score is really low. So like I don't know, but honestly, one of my favorite comedies of all time is like Zoolander, and that movie has horrible reviews, but it is hilarious. Like, it is so funny. And it has all my favorite comedians
You
in
know
it.
what I haven't watched in like a really long time is like the Austin Powers movies. And I feel like I would find them 10 times funnier now because I actually understand the jokes.
They are pretty funny. I watched those like during the pandemic. They were on like fucking like, it was when I was at my parents' house and I like they had cable, so I was like actually just on like network TV, and it was on like FX or something like that, and
TBS or something.
Right, like it came on and it was like a marathon of those movies, and so I just sat there and like watched them, and like they're so much funnier when you're older. Because all of the, like, quote, inappropriate jokes you actually understand. When you're a kid, you're kind of like, it's just funny because it's, like, this British guy. And he's just,
also, like, it's funny because, like, you know it's inappropriate, but, like, you don't understand why it's inappropriate.
Yeah, you're just like, boobs. And now, like
fook you, fook me.
Yeah.
And now you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. No, those movies are funny. I don't know, like, any other thing that I can think of right now that's like a series like that I would recommend you watching, but in terms of like comedy.
Wow, this turned into like a wreck.
This is like a movie. This is like my favorite things to talk about. Oh, you know what you should watch? The Anchorman.
I've seen it.
Have you seen the second one?
Probably not.
It's good. I love the Anchorman movies.
So all
Those
I
are really
know
good.
is that, well, actually, we'll tell the world. Emily has Excel spreadsheets of things that she enjoys. And I feel like I'm just going to get an Excel spreadsheet of movies. And she wants to do one based off her feelings.
So yeah. Okay, let me know if you guys would want this, because I really want to make a like movie spreadsheet on like emotion. So it's like, if you want to cry, here's like a list of movies that you should watch and my ratings on them. And then it's like, if you're feeling really happy, or you want to like not be able to sleep at night, or if you want to like have like an existential crisis and like rethink your entire life, like those type of categories where it's not just like horror, thriller, action. It's like, what is it going to make you feel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
I feel like people would actually like Reddit. I feel like would eat that shit up.
I feel like I am going to receive that at some point because I'm going to be like, help me.
No, but you're going to
help me.
You're going to receive it and be like, an avocado. Thanks. And like delete.
No, I'm literally going to get her like anime one.
Yeah.
Her anime freaking Excel spreadsheet. Honestly,
yeah, hit me up if you want that.
Maybe that's what I need to start dabbling in. I won't.
Bro, don't even tease me with that.
I won't.
Can you imagine this podcast would turn into something nobody would want to hear?
Listen,
if we both were like that.
This is the other thing is Emily is practicing, and you guys are going to see this as a part of the vlog, not this upcoming week, but the next week. She's going to be practicing her makeup for basically the 31 days in October?
Yeah, 31. Halloween's the 31st.
Okay, well, I forgot.
That's only the best holiday on earth.
I don't give a fuck about the fall. I don't give a fuck about Halloween. I don't care about it. I really don't. I never have. Emily, on the other hand, this is her favorite time of year. Emily lives for this. So she's been practicing her makeup, and it is the funniest shit. That she's like actually like good at it, but it's also like scary as fuck. And
yeah. So I plan on every episode for the month of October dressing in full like Halloween costume, makeup, whatever. But I want to be like a surprise for Kellen each time. So I want to get over here early, get ready in the studio, and then just like call her up. And so it's like her reaction is just genuine. But yeah, catch the vlog in 2 weeks, because that's where I'm going to be taking you guys on my trial and error with some Halloween costumes and makeup. It's going to be a lot of trips to Goodwill, I think.
Yeah, and then the best part about it is I'm probably not even going to have anything on.
No, she won't be participating. Like literally last year on Halloween, this bitch was my DD. Like she dropped me off at a Halloween party like somebody's mom, and was like sat there with no makeup on, no costume on. She was wearing like fucking Lululemon, and we're all like standing there pre-gaming, and then she's like, okay, I'm gonna go home now, you guys. You need a ride to the bar. Dropped us off and was like, see you later. Like, she cares zero about Halloween. And over here, like, I am horny for Halloween. Like, everybody, like, Halloween, like, candy that people, like, don't like, candy corn. I fucking love that.
See, but this is the thing. There's like
Carameled apples. Oh, my God.
I fuck with a caramel apple.
I'm about to bust talking about it.
I feel like
Pumpkin, anything. sex.
No, but we are the two extremes. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like there's people who just like literally thrive for the fall. Like that is their whole personality.
Yeah.
And honestly, spooky fall,
Yeah.
your whole personality.
Yeah.
24/7. Add a little pink to it. Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
That is Emily's
Like,
apartment.
why don't they sell skeleton decor year round?
She literally, we were at home the other day, and she literally asked me that. She literally goes, I just think it's crazy that they don't sell this like all year. And I literally looked and I was like,
You were like, who would buy this?
I was like, are you dumb? And you're like, I don't know, but like, I want skeletons all year. And I
Yeah.
was like, but once you buy it, you don't need it. Like,
Yeah, you don't need like 30
go
different.
to Amazon, bitch. Like, what do you mean? The internet's a thing. Like, she's
I
like,
want to touch it and see it and like see it in person.
no, because the thing is, you don't want to actually buy it. You just want to stand within a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
guess
you
I
want.
just need to just go like to a hot topic every once in a while.
That'd probably help.
Oh yeah,
That'd be
because
good for
the
your
other
like
day-
serotonin.
The
or
other day,
something.
I was telling Kellen about how they opened the Spirit Halloween by Target, and I was like, "Do you want to go?" She was like, "No." I was like, "Oh fuck, me neither." Like that sounds like not fun at all. Like Spirit Halloween suck. Like I would never want to go there for fun and just walk around and like look at stuff. Like that sounds so horrible.
It's
She was like, "Yeah, it does."
I was not that mean. You said that they opened up a Spirit Halloween. I said, oh, I didn't know they had one in Nashville.
Yeah, and you're
And
like,
you
"Are
were
you gonna go?" And I was like, "No, it's okay."
No, because you wanted me to go with you, but I wasn't gonna go.
Yeah.
And you knew it.
So instead, I went to the bookstore and I looked in the manga section.
Like, this is what I deal with, people. This is what I deal with. But the thing is, like, I love that you love it so much.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm the complete opposite. Like, I love the beach. Like,
Mhm.
anything about the beach is, like, that's me. And, like, not that you don't appreciate it. It's like I don't appreciate the fall. It's
Yeah.
just, like, different.
Like I love the beach, but I'm also like the sweatiest person alive. So like the fall just has such a better appeal to me than like Florida in the summer. You know what I mean?
See,
Like California wine country, yes. Hot ass like SoCal in the midst of summer, that sounds like too hot for me.
they both sound amazing to me.
Yeah.
They both sound like bliss. Literally, when we were like on a walk and I just saw water and I was like a totally different person.
Yeah.
I love
she
it.
was like fucking H2O in this bitch.
I just
She was
love
like, man,
water.
I just could live here. And it was like by a creek. And I was like, okay, this is like a breeding ground for mosquitoes. So no, thank you.
No, I just love water. If I see,
She bought a paddleboard and was like inviting me to go. And I looked in the water. I was like, I'm good. you can do that. I prefer my water clear. You're
No,
like, no, this is great. I love it. It's like green and brown.
and you're like, you said, I don't like to go anything I can't see through. And I
Yeah.
said, you're a princess because I want to go in there. I want to swim around. I
she
want to
just
flop
be
around.
floating down the river, boys.
And then when I went paddleboarding the one time, she was like, you actually got in the water? I said, yes. And you're like, I like that for you.
I was like, good for you, girl. My sensitive eczema prone skin could never.
Oh, I was like flopping around, living my best life.
Probably had like leeches
By myself
Yeah.
too, mind you. I'm like
in the creek.
yeah, I have like the paddleboard like strapped to my arm, and I'm just like flailing around.
Hopefully she doesn't drown.
Had a great time.
At least you were a swimmer.
Yeah,
It's like it's
that's what those are the confidence came from.
exactly like if anybody could like save themselves in that situation, it was definitely you.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, I just don't understand. Like, I don't. Okay, so like this is the thing. In this podcast room, there's a walk-in closet. In this closet is my work clothing and all of my decorations for the seasons. Okay, so if you open it up, it's a little disastrous.
Mm-hmm.
I have a whole entire box of fall decorations, and the thought of bringing them out here and decorating my house for fall is sickening. Like,
That's so
there's
crazy
nothing
because
like
yeah, no, I love it, but I have literally one entire Halloween decoration,
maybe I should just
and
give you
that's
some
it.
of mine.
like, and I just put it out because I just don't buy a bunch of that stuff anymore because also like when you live in an apartment, you're moving like every like 12 to 18 months or
Mhm.
whatever, so it's like I don't really buy decorations like that anymore. Like I gave my Christmas tree to my work because I was like tired of like taking it up and down
Yes.
and like moving it
Yeah.
and
So
storing it.
mhm.
But Halloween, yeah, I fucking love it. The scarier, the better. I don't like really cute Halloween stuff. I like scary. So I'm planning on doing like full creepy ass makeup on camera. The TikTok should be good.
I don't even like pumpkin flavored things. I was just thinking about that. I listened to nothing you said. I was just thinking about how much I hate pumpkin.
You don't like pumpkin bread?
Not really.
You don't like that pumpkin muffin from Starbucks with like the little you can't eat fucking dairy.
I
No
mean,
wonder you don't like pumpkin because you can't have cream cheese frosting.
I mean, maybe I'd be into it. I'm not saying that I wouldn't
You don't like a pumpkin spice latte?
Not really.
A PSL?
I'm not a PSL.
They're already sold out of those at the Starbucks by me.
This is the thing. It's not like I would, if you brought one, I'd like have it, but I'm not going to go there for
The
it.
pumpkin cold brew with the pumpkin cold foam or whatever. Oh my God. It is the greatest drink.
So I like their Christmas drinks better.
Ew.
I like peppermint and mocha.
See, I don't. I'm the total opposite. Like, I don't like peppermint stuff. Like, I would go fall all the way.
So yeah, that's my thing. But anyway, this is just a rant about nothing at this point.
Yeah, let's wrap it because I'm just getting too horny for Halloween. I gotta control myself.
I gotta go.
I gotta go to Home Goods or something right now.
No, this is what we're doing at 8:00 on a fucking Saturday night. You ain't going to Home Goods. No, but next week is gonna start a 2-part episode.
Yep.
And the general topic is sex.
That was the most feedback that we got.
That's the
in terms of
most
what people
feedback.
want to hear.
We're not gonna tell you how to do the deed. We're not gonna tell you anything like that. We had a lot of feedback of like specific things people wanted us to cover.
Yeah.
In sex, so like performance anxiety, not being performative, having like mature sex, talking during sex,
like how to get your partner to communicate more with you, like while you're having sex, like learning what positions are going to be the best for you,
all that kind of stuff. So we had a lot
very
of
educational.
Yeah, we had a lot of feedback about that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be that, and there's gonna be 2 parts to it. So the first part is gonna kind of be like the nervousness of having sex and like hookup culture, more like that. And then the second part, which will be the following week, is going to be more like mature sex. Like it can still be hookup culture as you're older, but also like relationship sex and like kind of how to keep it spicy and all that kind of fun stuff. So if you're interested in that, make sure you check out those 2 parts. And again, they're going to be pre-recorded because we have to do that right now. And then we'll see ya in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
For a new episode. And maybe I'll be cracked out. You don't know.
Who knows? Well, I'm always cracked out. She will be maybe a little bit slower and more chill. That's what she'll be on.
That might be good.
Or we might just be on shrooms. Who knows?
If you're my mom, they are shroom jerky.
They're vegan.
Again, they come from the ground. They're all natural. If you're my employer, I don't do drugs.
What is drugs?
Never heard of them. But anyway, thank you guys for listening to another episode of Society 97. I'm Kellen Reike. You can find me at Kellen Reike on Instagram.
And I'm Emily Starnes. You can find me on...
I thought I'd make it full circle, bring it back to the beginning.
You can find me on Instagram at Starnsy. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok as well. You can also follow the podcast on Instagram at Society97.
That pod on the Instagram and at Society 97 pod on TikTok. And if you're looking for a voice actor, you can find me on LinkedIn, Emily Starnes.
I'm trying to hold it in so bad. We also have a YouTube channel where you can find Emily's voice acting.
You can find my audition reels on our YouTube.
At Society 97 on YouTube. Just kidding. No one wants that. So every other Tuesday we do the guide episode. So definitely reach out to us if you want to hear specifics about certain topics. Anything. Literally anything. If you want to give us scenarios. If you want to give us hypotheticals. Anything like that. It'd be cool. Stories about friendships, relationships. Awesome. We also do vlogs every other week. And we do the video version of the podcast every single Friday.
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.